In a world once divided by invisible lines, etched not in love but in fear, in pride, in the trembling hands of history, the storm arrived. Not with thunder, but with a silence so heavy it pressed against the hearts of all. It came slowly, like a shadow creeping at the edge of reason, echoing the mistakes of those long gone. Humanity had danced this dance before, boots in the mud, flags raised high, and promises whispered to mothers that their sons would return. But they hadn't. They never all did. Smoke and ruin had once blanketed cities, yet even the echoes of past devastation weren't enough to soften hardened hearts. And so, once more, humanity reached for its own throat. This time, the weapons weren't just built to kill, they were sculpted to erase, to silence entire civilizations in seconds. Machines with no souls made decisions faster than hearts could break. Eyes once filled with dreams stared now at blinking screens, watching their world unravel from behind metal doors. When the first fire bloomed across the sky, it was as if the heavens wept. The air turned to poison, the earth trembled, and time itself seemed to hold its breath. Entire skylines crumbled in seconds. Schools, hospitals, playgrounds, all gone, like sandcastles swallowed by a merciless tide. No one cheered. There were no victories. Only the aching sound of children crying for parents who would never come, and parents staring at empty cribs, haunted by lullabies that would never be sung again. The dead were countless, but the living suffered more. They walked the wastelands with hollow eyes, carrying nothing but ashes and memories, fragments of laughter, the smell of bread, the softness of a familiar touch. These were the true casualties, not just lives lost, but life itself, stolen deep underground. Those who survived waited in silence. The silence grew louder each day. Food became dust. Faces became thinner, voices cracked with thirst. Hope flickered, weak as a candle in the wind. Children drew pictures of the sun, not because they had seen it, but because they had been told it once warmed the world. Their smiles, fragile, uncertain, were among the last beautiful things that remained. And the elders, once leaders, now wept in corners, haunted by the ghosts of choices they could not undo. Nature, in time, began to heal, as it always does. Green crept back over broken buildings, rivers found their paths again. But the soul of humanity was slower to recover. They had forgotten how to dance, how to sing, how to feel without flinching. And though a new generation rose from the shadows, their lullabies were woven with sorrow, their dreams stitched with loss. They carried the burden of a past they did not create, their hearts heavy with stories of fire and regret. They spoke not in anger, but in mourning. Why did we let it happen? Why did no one stop it? It was not the end of the world, but it was the end of its innocence. And perhaps that, more than anything, was the greatest tragedy of all.